again, everyone. I'm Billy Kirkwood, and welcome back to Braw Cast on our brand new time on Thursday. I hope you're amazing wherever you are. Don't forget, if you're going to watch the video before we kick off with our guest tonight, here's a little thing you could do me as a favour. Hit that share button or tag a friend that is going to be into seeing everything that goes on in the Braw universe, or maybe just up for a bit of a chat and just fancy a good time. It's very nice and easy. Just hit that share button, tag a pal, or if you've got 2 minutes, why not give the page a like and make sure to head over and check out all the cool stuff that's over at brawbeardoils.com. They've got beard oils, they've got neck gaiters, or as I chin snoods, as I call them, I got it completely wrong. We've got combs, we've got t-shirts, hats, everything you might need, especially as we're on the run up to the big C and the Christmas. We're on the run to Christmas. Let's not end this year on any more bad a note. Very excited to talk to our guest tonight. God, there's so much we actually have to get through. So I'll tell you what, give it up wherever you are, and let's hear it from Mr. Leigh Pugh, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, bud. How are you?
All right, mate. Thank you. You?
Oh, do you know, as all right as we could be. We said this just before we started recording. As all right as we can be during these shiter of a times, I think it'd be the best way of putting it. You're in the house tonight?
I'm in the house, yeah. I've been in the man cave this afternoon, but I'm in the house now with the dogs. Fire lit, large JD and Coke. Perfect.
There you go. Some man. And the thing is, if anyone gets an opportunity, I've seen the man cave that Leigh has actually been putting together, and it looks, he got like this, your amazing red recliner. It looks absolutely brilliant, and you got it off Facebook Marketplace for hee-haw.
Yeah, that's it. Free.
I'm never that lucky. I've maybe got a soda stream at a jumble sale once, but I don't think I've ever had a bargain in my life, man. I don't think I've ever had a bargain in my life. Right, we've got so much to get through, man. First of all, where is it you are? We're chatting to you from tonight.
I'm in Dolly-Dale in Derbyshire.
Oh,
so in the Peak District. So
it's a lovely part of the world. What is and you guys are in oh yeah, I keep forgetting you guys are on a different tier system. You guys are locked down right now, is that right?
We're locking down tomorrow evening.
It's a couple of days. So by the time you guys watch this, we're gonna be locked. They're gonna be locked down.
Yeah, we'll be locked down. Yeah, so yeah, we're locked down. Yeah.
Man, are you looking forward to lockdown 2 in any way?
It won't affect me much with my business, so that's not too bad. I mean, I did lock myself down in the first lockdown because a lot of my customers are elderly, so I need to be seen to be doing the right thing. So it was nice to spend some time at home and totally reevaluated life and what it's all about. You know what I mean? So I spend as much. At the minute now, I'm just I work to live, not live to work. So
love it. And
life's too short, isn't it?
You must have the nicest garden in the world. Do you have is it a nice layout you've got at your place?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, a little bit.
So, how exactly would we, if we were going to give a term for what it is you do, how would you describe yourself to other people? How would you describe what you do for a living?
Basically, I do property development, renovations, and then also the TV programme on BBC with Charlie Dimmock and the Rich Brothers and Harry Anderson, which I fell onto just over 4 years ago, just through word of mouth, and been on it since episode 1, day 1, and it's just gone from strength to strength.
How long ago is that now? Because that series has been around it's a good while. Is that maybe?
We've just finished series 6, so we finished last week.
So yeah, 5 years maybe. 5
years.
Yeah,
5 years. We did do 2 series in 1 year, which was hard work. You know what I mean? But luckily, I've got understanding customers that I work for when I'm not doing the show. Even though it took her a year longer to get into a house that I was renovating for her, but she didn't mind.
In terms of getting into the business that you were getting into, what was the start of the journey? Was this something where you handy with your hands? I gotta watch my phrasing here. Were you I nearly said gifted with your hands, but that's not what I was want to say either. Were you? How do you describe this now? Wait, at school, did you have an interest in woodwork renovation? Did you have an interest in doing that type of thing at the time? Was that a family business? How did it all kick off for you?
Yeah, well, I've always been handy with my hands. I mean, I'm a qualified sign writer. That's what I did when I left school. I went to college and did sign writing for 2 years, set my own business up. And then me and the ex-wife, she got pregnant, we had kids, and I needed something a bit steadier. So I started renovating cars and building kit cars then for a customer, for a bloke, and I worked there for 5 years, which then led me on to the job after that, which was working in generators, and that took me on to taking race cars all around the world because I used to be a mechanic, spannering and building cars and whatever. So it's like I've had quite a...
Mate, you're a one-man Discovery Channel. You're actually you're doing them all here. You're going from sign writing to building kit cars, which is a hugely popular thing, but it's a very difficult thing because you see so many people that are actually doing it and they do it kind of fly by night, or they decide they're doing it. Well, they don't know what they're doing. It's they get professionals doing it, man. That's wild.
No,
so
it was good fun. It was a good few years of my life, that, and. I say we used to build ultimate sports cars with a small block V8 Chevy engines in, you know what I mean? And they were awesome, they were. And,
do you know where any have turned up? Do you ever come across any of your any of the old cars?
I've not seen any. It was such a long time ago. In fact, it was before digital cameras. That's how long ago it was. And the bloke I worked for at the time doing it for, I've got the odd photo of work I've done, like, but not as many as I'd like. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's just another string to my bow.
Yeah, and just in case anyone's wondering from the young team that might be watching, before digital cameras, we actually had to wind them on to the next spot and then send them away for 3 weeks just to get a sticker back going red eye, red eye, red eye. It's you'll never know the pain.
They'll never know the pain. No, I mean my kids. I mean the 22 and 19, and they didn't understand that. When I was young, we didn't have internet. You know what I mean? We all had internet when they were born. When we first got my first computer, when they were babies. You know what I mean? And it's like, what do you mean you didn't have internet? I says, no, we interacted with human beings in real life. You know what I mean?
They'll also never know the troubles of trying to book a holiday via CFAX. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
They're never going to remember that, or trying to play Bamboozle. What the hell, man? Which, you know what I mean? They're never going to know. It's a different time.
Totally different time, yeah.
Who put the bloody subtitles on? Who put the bloody subtitles on? Nightmare when you're watching the football. But so what a renaissance, what a body of work you've got there. How does it lend to starting renovating houses? Because before this was like, I mean, we see it on TV and you see it in various channels and even documentaries about doing it. It wasn't really something that you heard a lot about people doing, apart from it being like huge building sites, huge property developments. How did you get into that side of it? What was the sort of channel between X, Y, and Z? Was it something you just thought, I fancy it, or did an opportunity come up?
It was there. A lot of what triggered it working for myself again was a breakdown in my marriage. So I thought, right, what can I do? So I started working for myself again, and
right.
And it just went from strength to strength. And I've been doing landscaping work and stuff for years on and off with friends of mine from the village I'm from originally. And then one of my mates rung me up out of the blue and just said, do you want me on TV? And I'm like, what do you mean? He says, do you want to be on the TV? I'm like, well, why not? I said, what doing? He says, a landscaping show, a garden rescue show. So I sent me mugshot off to Spungold TV and a few references from customers, and the rest's history. It's just like, we just got chucked in, sent up to York for the first show, and met Charlie Dimmock of the Rich Brothers that evening, and then the next day I was doing a garden. It's like, a proper whirlwind, you know what I mean? It's like, I weren't expecting it at all, and it's just like, it just turned everything upside down. It was fantastic, really, you know what I mean? I've been some fantastic places, met some fantastic people through it. And it is bloody hard work. People think, oh, you can't do it in 2 days, but yeah, we did it in 2 days.
Having worked on loads, a whole bunch of different TV shows, people as well, I bet they think like, oh, you guys don't really do that. Do you ever get stuff like that? Yeah. You guys don't do the work. Somebody else goes into it. You're just there for the filming. You're just there for the filming, and then somebody else comes in and does. You ever get people saying
that? I get that all the time. Yeah. So,
no way.
So once you've done your bit, I'm like, no. We just crack on and get it done. We've got 2 days, and you know what I mean, rain or shine. I mean, these past couple of months have been horrendous. We've had some of the worst builds we've had in the past 4 or 5 years with the rain and everything we've had. It's been, and obviously because of COVID, production got set back. I mean, normally we start end of March, April time. Obviously we got set back to June, so we've only just finished. So of course it's dark at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you've got that against you as well. So, and it's been a struggle. It's been a tough struggle.
And even I imagine the working environment. I mean, as well as just even away from the TV show, that working environment is a completely different place now. I mean, it used to be you guys would work very close now, or is it about the same?
Yeah, we can't now. We've got to do everything with the 1 meter back to back or whatever. Any heavy lifting, we've got to try and do it in a way where it can be filmed, but we're not in danger of one another, even though we're like in his own little bubble, because we work together every week. And
of course,
I mean, I don't pretty much go anywhere other than that. I'm either working there or working on my own job, and then I come home to my dogs. So I don't see many people. But no, it's like when we first started doing it this year, all the hotels, you couldn't get the cooked meal in the morning for breakfast. Right. So it was like everything in a bag, and you had to go and sit and eat it in your van. And it was like, oh, it's a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. I mean, people say, oh, it's hard life. I'm like, no, but when you're working 12.
We don't, yeah. Oh, you're frozen? Have I frozen or have you frozen?
We're both
back. It's all right. We can cut it. There. You were saying about working in the van and it being a long day, 12-hour days. People don't get how long it takes to actually film a TV show. It's a long day, as well as doing the work you've got to do.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously with 2 days, and we get majority of it done on the first day, so it's flat out. Like any slabs that.
Oh.
Got it. Yeah. So and then obviously the second day the presenters are there and they're doing their bits to camera, so that slows things up no end because they have to. We can't make a noise while they're filming their bits and whatever. So it does get a bit throat sometimes.
It's crazy that people don't get the environments of like filming a TV show, and especially the only comparison I can do is I was the TV warm up for Robot Wars, and if you ever want to get annoyed by I don't know if you've frozen again, do you know that, or you're just holding really still listening to me? Well, hang on 1 second, see if we can get Leigh back. I don't know what's going on. I think have we lost him? Have we lost you, Leigh? I'm gonna see if I can get you back in. Oh! I think you're back. I can hear you.
Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Hello?
I'm sorry, mate. I don't know what was going on there. That's really weird. Anyway, we'll crack on. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me, Leigh? All right, hang on. Okay. Hello.
You there?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. It's a wee gremlin in the system. This will be everyone logging on to watch the presidential election. But folk don't get it. The only comparison I can do is I worked on Robot Wars, and one of the weirdest things is we were in this big warehouse, and the arena's up at one bit, and then like they're building robots, and would turn up and go, "Can you be quiet?" And it's me and 400 people, and it's like, what the hell do you want me to do, mate? And then they would bring in the robots, which if they broke down, that means, oh God, we've got to reshoot this and reshoot that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Have you ever had any missteps on set? Oh, I say set. Well, yeah, it's a set. On set, like you've broken a slab or something's had to get changed, and you've just lost a day, or have you always been able to adapt?
We usually adapt. Sometimes the designs get changed slightly just because of the time scale we've got. Charlie's very good at letting us do that. It's very fluid with Charlie's designs. The Rich brothers, not so. They're pretty more critical on their designs. But we've had odd thing where a slab's been put upside down because they've been rushing, and you don't realise till the next day, and you walk around, you're like, oh, that slab's not the right way up. But don't say anything to anybody. Nobody will know. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, it's one of them. We've had snow, we've had rain. I think we've had 2 shows over the complete 5 years where we've had to go into 3 days because the weather has just been that bad that there's no way we could physically do what we've got to do. So we've had to stay an extra night and finish it the following day. But other than that, everything's 2 days. And like I say, it's people don't realise how hard these things are. I mean, we usually do one build a week, and in between that, I'm doing my normal work.
Yeah.
But the week before last, we did 2 builds because everything we knew lockdown won't be coming. We had to get the things done because of daylight. So we did one in Manchester, one in Oldham. Right. And we were like back to back, and it was like that about killed me. It took me 3 days to recover from that.
Oh, that's crazy. And that's 12 hours days and then more. That's going to be
you're up at 6 o'clock. Your breakfast at 6:30. Then you're on site for 7, 7:30. You know what I mean? And then you start. So it's like, and then sometimes you're working till it's dark, and then you're back to your hotel. So it's a shower. You can't even go and sit in the bar anymore. You know what I mean? It's just like sat in your room having Just Eat or something.
And I've got to ask though, and everyone's going to be wondering, but a Garden Rescue, it's almost, I don't like to say it's a sequel, but it's like almost a follow-up to Ground Force way back when. It's Garden Rescue, hugely popular, because I think everyone watches it, particularly during lockdown, huge numbers during lockdown as well. I've got to ask, what is it like working with a 90s pop culture icon in Charlie Dimmock? Because I can remember listen, this is going to age me. At college, I can remember Charlie Dimmock being in every magazine and every newspaper all around the world. What's it like? I mean, she seems to take it in her stride. She seems to just be really sort of casual about it.
She's absolutely fantastic. She is what you see. You know what I mean? She's brilliant. She's a grafter. I mean, I've never known anybody graft like her. You know what I mean? It can be throw it down with rain, and we're doing a water feature, and boots are off, and she's in it. You know what I mean? Jeans on. She's in the water feature. She's like, oh, I'm not bothered, and she's like, but as a person as well, she's absolute salt of the earth. She absolutely is. She can't do enough for you. I mean, end of the show this year, end of the when we wrapped up on the last job, she come to me with a bottle of Jack Daniels and you know what I mean, a little note on it, and it's like, you know what I mean, it's nice to know you're appreciated. And she's lovely.
Because you guys all work so closely together, there must be a real sort of positive sort of team feel amongst the production, because you guys, you've got to do your turnaround at your end, the crew have got to do their turnaround, you guys are working side by side. It's got to be a good atmosphere on set, surely. Yeah,
it's like a little family. It really is. Like I say, this year's made things a bit fraught because you can't socialise after work like you used to be able to. You know what I mean? Because you used to have a laugh and have a couple of beers and go out for a meal and sit at a big table and, you know what I mean, have the crack and everything. And this year's been a bit weird, to say the least. But hopefully next year things will be better.
Those times will come again.
I'm sure they will. They better do. I've got that many gigs planned next year to go to watch.
I mean, that would be. I would quite like gigs to come back next year. That would be really good. Right. Well, a couple of things. We've got to come to your involvement with Braw. Now we spoke already because I have lost count of numbers of screenshots and pictures people have taken of their telly of you managing to sneak in a Braw t-shirt, or I don't even say necessarily sneak in. You've had something on, and you were telling me though with the cap sometimes. The post-production guys, they have to blur it out sometimes, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I tried my hardest. I mean, a few series back, I'd be having my Braw cap on and my trucker cap on, and I'd be walking down the side of the house, and we'd do his walking bit, and I'd have my cap on, and that'd be in full plain sight, and then when it comes to the close-ups, they blur it out, you know what I mean? But the people that know, and they'll see it, and they'll take a screenshot, and they'll put it on the Brawtherhood Facebook page and everything, and it's great, like, you know what I mean? It's good fun. I mean, like I say, I tried my hardest, but BBC don't like advertising.
That's fair enough. They're letting it get away with it for 50% of the time. That's so cool.
Yeah.
The one thing that gets me though, that anybody that must be watching that show and see it for maybe even the first time and seeing that blurred out must be thinking, what does that boy have on his hat?
Yeah, is it a swear word or is it something?
Yeah, what is it? What's so bad that they're having to blur it?
Blur it out.
Dear B, it's going to be, I don't know if Points of View is still a TV show, but it's going to be, Dear BBC, what has that boy got in his hat? I did not tune into Garden Force to see somebody with a willy on his hat. What are you talking about? It's going to be nothing like that, sure. But how did you, I mean, obviously, we've got to talk about the beard. It's looking stupid. Well, the beard and mustache, the whole get-up is looking tremendous. We'll start off with this then. When did you, I mean, obviously I can see the tattoos. I love your owl tattoo. I was doing a wee bit of Facebook stalking earlier, and I've seen you've got your owl tattoo. I've got one myself right there. Little owl tattoo. Yeah, I've got a big one there. I've got another one somewhere on me, but we'll save that for another time. But we'll kick off with this. So obviously, I would say what type of things are you into, certainly, because it looks like, dare I suggest, tattoos, shorts, t-shirt. You could be my uncle, in all fairness, at this point, right? You could actually be my uncle. What type of things is it you're into, mate, that's led to that? I mean, I didn't hear any talk of bikes or anything, but I can see little bits and bobs of various different things you're interested. You clearly like your tattoos.
Yeah, I like tattoos, yeah. I've also got a couple of Harleys as well, so I'm into my bikes. I am in a bike club in an MCC. I've been in it for just over 5 years now.
Brilliant.
We raise money. Well, we used to raise money for Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yes.
We raised thousands over the years, and then the girl who we started the club for sadly passed away age of 22 from cancer. So now we've started our own registered charity called Lauren's Legacy. So now we raise money for that. And like I say, this year everything's been kibosh. We usually have a massive big event called the Old Goats Grumble, which is a big charity event, and that got cancelled this year. But hopefully next year we'll come back bigger and better and stronger than ever, all being well.
We'll adapt. Everything will adapt. We'll find a way to make these things happen. So I've always got to ask about tattoos because I'm always curious about tattoos because I'm covered myself. Can you talk us through a couple of these bad boys that we've got?
Well, that one, I've got an indie tattoo there which says Future Happiness.
Oh, lovely.
And the owl and the skull, that's after my mum passed away. So basically it's the owl looking after my mum. So that's what I had that for. Then I've got a full sleeve of birds. I'm big into my birds. I used to eat birds as a child with my parents. In fact, I've still got a couple of birds now. So a massive bird sleeve. Plus I've got an eagle, a red kite tattooed on either side here. I've got a peregrine falcon tattooed on my back. So,
oh my God.
And I've got more planned, you know what I mean?
There we go. I was about to say, room for a couple more. Always room for a couple more.
Oh, yeah. I've got to start on my legs now. So, I've got one planned for one of my calves. So I've got that sorted now. So that's to do with my village where I'm from and everything. Like, a little ode to that. But
brilliant.
Yeah, so, I like my tattoos. And like I say, I'm into photography, amateur photography. Do a bit of that.
So it's a little bit, the tattoos are like a roadmap of your life and your interest and sort of a little bit of everything in there.
It's part of, it's me, you know what I mean? It's what I was and what I like and what I enjoy doing. And it's different, you know what I mean? It's like different to, I mean, people have a lot of black and white stuff and I want a full cover sleeve. And my tattooist said, I'll do that for you. And over 8-month period we got it done. So
there we go. So you're a man that's about committing to things that he's passionate about. You can see that from the tattoos and obviously all the work you're doing. We've got to talk about that splendid beast on your face. When did we kick off with that one?
Started about 6 years ago.
Right.
The reason I know is because it comes up on my Facebook memories. Otherwise I wouldn't have a clue. People say, "Have you been growing that much?" So about 6 years I've been growing it. It just started, not as a whim. I just thought, right, let's do it. You know what I mean? Once I got past the itch stage, it started growing, and then I thought, let's see how far it'll go.
Yeah.
And then 3 years ago, I had a little bit of an accident with me log burner, where I burnt a big chunk of it off when I had a bit of a blowback. I've been spraying some aerosols inside the fire, doing something stupid. And then I went to light it and it blew back and it just singed all my beard.
Oh, no.
Luckily I got it tied up because I'd come home from work. So it only burnt like the front bit there, but it took quite a while to recover. It took all my eyebrows out, eyelashes. Oh, no. All I could smell was burning hair. There's nothing worse than the smell of burning hair. So it was like I was devastated. No, so I mean, it seemed to now, it's got to a length now where it doesn't get any bigger. It's just under 12 inches now, and it's ready for a bit of a shape up again now. But a lot of that happens when I'm zipping my leathers up on my bike and I catch it in it.
So, have you ever entered any competitions or anything with the beard?
Not with the beard, no. I've been meaning to come up to Scotland to the Beard Moustache Championship. I was going to go up this year, and then through work commitments and things happening, it didn't happen. I mean, I met John about 4 years ago. I was staying up in Brace-upon-Tweed, so me and the ex had a ride up there, and I picked some sunglasses and some beard oil and stuff off him, like from the lab and everything. That was a nice day out. Nice to actually meet the man behind Braw.
Well, I was going to ask, I mean, obviously, the beard like that, I was about to say, you obviously take a lot of care of it, bar burning a bit of an ass in a fire. We'll ignore that. But people don't get how much time and how much care and how much attention you need to put into maintaining it to get it to look good. How did you come across Braw?
First saw it in our local barbers. They stocked his oils. And because I was searching online for beard products and saw Braw advertised, and I just put nearest stockist, and one of the barbers in our town had got it. I went down and had a look, and I purchased my first bottle from down there. Right. Then I went online, and then ever since that I've spent hundreds of pounds. Especially with his bloody hats. He's got to stop putting hats out, because every time he puts a hat out, I've got to buy it. And it's like, I've only got one head. I've got how many hats? It's unreal.
I'm gutted. I can't wear I can't wear one of the snapbacks, man. I just can't. The bubble hats I'll wear, but I can't. I look like a tit. I don't. Everyone else can really pull them up. I think that's what I see. I see pictures of you. I see pictures of everyone. I go, I want to wear one, but I just look like a ball bag. Says with his hair like this, I realise what I'm saying, but this with a baseball cap on is even worse. It's even worse, to be honest. So you started getting the gear. What did you think about it then when you just got this original beard oil? Was it a win?
I think the first oil I got was Wolver. I think I got the first oil I got, and then from there I started buying tash wax off him and other Lover. That was one of my favourites at first. I mean, at the minute, Anniversary 19 is my favourite. I've had a couple of bottles of that. I love that, the citrusy smell and everything of that. It's fantastic. And the shampoo, it's like t-shirts come out and it's like, oh, I need a t-shirt. I mean, I just Facebook and me and t-shirts and Jack Daniels and Amazon and things like that just don't work. I've just had a new t-shirt come from America today, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I think.
I was about to say I've got an Amazon purchase here somewhere, but I can't find it. I've got a wee red ninja that farts.
I've got loads of things coming tomorrow. I've got a cowhide rug coming tomorrow. I've got all sorts coming tomorrow.
A stuffed fox I bought from Wish.
Brilliant.
The fuck did I want this one? What am I going to do with it? I can't get to the
Christmas present for somebody.
I can't give it. I don't know. Can I give this to Wayne? I don't know. Terrify the fuck out of them. But no, I can understand how it happens. But when you're buying stuff from Braw and you're wearing it and you're representing the brand, heading out and about in your own way, you just like it. You just like it.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the service is so quick. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, my back door of my van's covered in Braw stickers. Yeah. I mean, my motorbike is one of my all is that all my oil tank on my all, I've sticker bombed it. I've had that many Braw stickers over years. Yeah. There's only so many things you can put them on, isn't there? You know what I mean? They're stuck on the MacBook and everywhere. You know what I mean? So I got a big ruck of them, so I sticker bomb my oil tank on one of my ollies, and it looks mint like. You know what I mean? It looks really good.
But it's also, I mean, I don't know if this is part of the appeal for him. I mean, obviously John, and he's got such an amazing service as part of it, but it's a real thing about mental and body positivity, because there is like the Brawtherhood as well. I mean,
Yes,
it's all inclusive. I mean, whether you've got a beard or not, it doesn't really matter. But it's a cool brand as well, and everyone kind of just enjoyed it. What's been your experiences being a part of the Brawtherhood, so to speak? Because it is like, it seems to reach everywhere. If I have a Braw Beard t-shirt on, wherever I am in the country, I can almost guarantee I'll have somebody coming up and go, Braw Beard, mate, and away they'll go. How have you find being a part of the community?
I mean, there's always, it's like when they have the check-in, especially during COVID and everything, and like we've been having the check-ins with different members and everything like that, and drop a selfie and things like that. It definitely helps with your mind, you know what I mean? Because, like I say, especially myself living on my own, things are hard, you know what I mean? And it's like, especially this time of year now, even so, when it's dark and it's like it's dark at 4:30, and you come home from work in the dark, and then you have your tea and you sit down, and you're like, I can't go doing anything. I can't go creating stuff outside. You know what I mean? It's too dark and too wet to go out on motorbike. So it's nice to have people you can call on, or just drop a picture in the Brawtherhood, and then you get comments. It's nice just to know people are there. You know what I mean? And that's good. Yeah, it's
and people take interest in what other people are doing as well. I think it's not even just like a casual like or something. It's people are genuinely interested in what everyone else is into.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And it's like you said, it's that camaraderie you guys get on a site or get on a set. It's almost there, and it's in the Brawtherhood. That's
it
very,
is.
very
It's
cool.
like it's a proper community. It's great. You know what I mean? There's always something happening in it. You know what I mean? And there's always it's nice to see what. Like somebody this week got the keys to his house and things like that. Little things like that they share with you. You know what I mean? It's like life goes on, and all the shit that's happening around us, life still goes on, and we're all there and doing his bit. And if we're doing his bit wearing fantastic beard products with big beards, it's even better.
Well, I can't say much. I had a mustache until Saturday when I stopped shaving it. But it was that way that it looked like it had slipped. I mean, such an awesome. It literally looked like it had slipped, and it's like, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I was heartbroken. But I can always. It means I get to start again. That's the very cool
start
thing.
again. At least it'll grow back. Not like my hair on my head.
Well,
I used to have a full head of hair like yours once. I used to have a ponytail and everything.
Yeah,
many years ago.
I'm getting up there in years. It's only a matter of time before I catch you up. I can assure you. So what's the plans for next year? I mean, like you say, we're going into lockdown, but we're not going into lockdown. People have done well to get to November, because I think people have managed to retain a little bit. We've got through some of the hard stuff, and people have managed to retain a bit of positivity. So loads of things to look forward to. What's coming up for you? You said you're going to be relatively busy.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully BBC have shown interest and commissioned us to do another series of Garden Rescue. So
fantastic.
Hopefully, COVID permitting, we'll be starting that end of March, April time. So that'll be series 7 that we're doing. I've also got a massive job on for a customer I'm working for at the minute, turning his bungalow into a house. So that'll keep me busy for the most time of that. So so next year's pretty much flat out. But like I say, I've reevaluated my life since COVID, and I'm spending a bit more me time, a bit more time at home with my dogs, and doing things I want to do. You know what I mean? Right. It makes you realise that as long as your bills are paid and you don't owe anybody anything, you're only here once. It's time to. I've had a lot of people die through this COVID thing. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a load of bollocks and all this shit," and it's like, no, my son's had it. You know what I mean? My son's in Leeds University, and he's had it, and he was quite poorly with it. And I've lost a couple of close friends from the biker community through it, and it's shit. It's proper shit, isn't it? And hopefully next year things will start coming good once we start getting a bit better weather and the sun's shining a bit more. And just hope this winter's not disastrous, and a lot of people don't lose their loved ones. That's
I think the best thing for us to do is just try and be as positive as we can.
Exactly.
Everyone gets a kick up the hoop, And I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like you say, we've all lost or experienced things, but you know, we're all still here. So
Exactly.
that's what we need to go for. That's very exciting. I have to ask one thing though. You did mention about how you've got a house to do and how you've still got these jobs, and people don't think about that when they see a TV series that you're still going to be working in the real world. They don't think they just like you just sit and wait for a new series of Garden Rescue.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
Has it helped you being on the BBC? Has it helped you get more work, or do people recognise you? Or
not really, no, because I've never advertised. I've been working for myself now for 11 years. I've never advertised. I've always had work through word of mouth, and it's like if I did advertise, I'd have too much. And the thing is, I like working for myself and on my own. I don't want to have a big team of people working for me, because if I make a mistake, it's my mistake. I'll put it right.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I don't make a fortune, but I enjoy what I'm doing and what I'm doing, and my customers like what I do. So that's I get pride out of my work, and that's the main thing.
Do you ever get recognised?
I have been a few times, yeah. Just more recently, yeah. I mean, I was working for a customer for 2 years down in Bakewell, which is where the Bakewell puddings are from. And I remember walking into town one day to get some lunch, and this old woman's nudging her partner, saying, "That's him off a Garden Rescue." That's it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's like, you just keep walking.
I never get something like that. I usually just hear people whispering, and I was that fucking comedian. Thanks very much, lads. That's all I'll get. I've probably ripped a stag night he's been in or something. I'm going to get my arse handed to me. Well, look, man, that's great to hear that you're in such a great place just now, and you're spending time, and you're looking forward to the new year, as we all should.
Yeah.
And we can make sure to check out. If I know that you're on Facebook or anything, you on social media or anywhere else?
I'm on Instagram and Twitter as well. I don't use Twitter. I mean, I look at Twitter. I don't use it a lot. I've not used Instagram as much as I used to. Like, I used to put quite a lot on Instagram, but it's just time. You can't do that many things all at once when you're busy. You know what I mean? People
no, definitely not. And I know you're not officially a Braw ambassador, but I'm sure John owes you a couple of T-shirts for this one. I'm sure we can make a couple of T-shirts, a couple of. That's all I've got to say. There's a new series. There might be a new series on the way, John. Come on, get the logo so big in one of the T-shirts they can't blur it out.
I'll try and sneak it on and see if they blur it out.
Oh, a sticker there. Right to the camera. Well, listen, Leigh, this has been an absolute blast. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pop you in the green room, and I'll sign off on the show. And thank you for being a guest, man. You've been absolutely bloody amazing.
No problem. Been a pleasure.
I'll probably in the green room. Just give me 1 sec. That's all we got time for on this episode of Braw Cast. I would really enjoy it. Make sure to check out Leigh Pugh and the amazing work, and look out for the new series of Garden Rescue, which is due to be coming. If they've just finished filming it, it could be out by the end of the year. Should have asked them that question. Forgot to. It'll be out soon anyway. Make sure to check it out. That's all we got time for. Like I say, make sure to share, like, subscribe. If you're watching us on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell as well so you get notifications. And if you're listening to it on podcast, make sure to check out the video. Subscribe to us on there. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes. We're absolutely everywhere, and there'll be more Braw Cast coming very, very soon with more amazing guests. Right, I'm Billy Kirkwood. Make sure to go over, check out some Braw Beards, treat yourself in the run-up to Christmas, and now it's time for me to get out of here. Cheers!